Greetings everyone, Joseph James here from Schooloftrade.com. Here's your term and quiz of the day. Now guys, here's how it works. I know, I hate quizzes too. That's okay, this is a fun quiz. You're going to learn about making more money. And of course, it's open book as well, so what could be better than that? Right? I thought we left the quizzes at school, but welcome to our quiz of the day. Here's how it works, guys. At the end of this video, there'll be a quiz of the day. All you have to do is in the description of the video, click on the link that says, I know the answer. That will take you to our blog and post your answer, guys, on our blog. The first 5 correct answers are going to qualify for things like up to 20% off the advanced course, flat screen monitors, of course, free beginners courses, guys. The rules are also posted in the description. And if you guys want more information, email us, sales@schooloftrade.com. All right, what's the term of the day today? Is sentiment. I think we've all heard this before, but what is market sentiment? Right? It's the overall opinion of the market by the mass majority of participants in that specific market. So it's the overall opinion by the mass majority. So basically, the market sentiment is what the overall market is thinking as far as direction. Is the sentiment bullish, bearish, right? Maybe sentiment is flat. In other words, guys, you may hear me say sentiment is bullish because we can see more buyers than sellers at this level of resistance. You may hear me say sentiment is very bearish, right, because we see more sellers. Okay, so in other words, it's the broad opinion of the market. Now, we watch price action, we watch candlestick patterns, we watch things like momentum, and we look to see how price reacts to the changes that they make. So depending on how price action looks, right, we use, of course, momentum indicators, candlestick patterns, and we use these tools, right, to identify what the sentiment is. Now, guys, here's what we look for specifically. In regards to price action, your time and sales window, right? How does the price react around support and resistance levels? It tells the story of who is trading at these levels. Are the moves seeing follow through? In other words, are they confirming the sentiment? Okay, we use the pace of the tape indicator for price patterns, which I think is the best way to identify short-term sentiment. And we'll talk more about that a little bit later on in the video. We also use momentum indicators. It's a technical indicator, and of course, we want to ask ourselves, does momentum move with price, right? Is momentum rising while price is rising? That confirms sentiment. Do we see any divergence? Now, divergence, we've also done this as a quiz before, but what is divergence? Divergence is when we have momentum rising and the price falling. Divergence, diverging from the center. So, we use momentum, an indicator, to look for divergence when one goes up, one goes down, or maybe convergence when the momentum indicator goes up and the price goes up. Use that as well to identify market sentiment. And how about that very easy way using market profile? Right, market profile and the value area bracket. We look for the market profile bracket and then compare where current price is relative to the bracket. It gives a great directional bias by using that market profile value areas. So we watch 3 things: price action, which includes the pace of tape indicator, we watch momentum, and we also watch market profile. Now, guys, I have this question asked all the time. What about market internals? Well, guys, don't be fooled out there, guys. I tend to think market internals are a waste of time for day traders. Now, of course, for all you guys that like to call speculative, right, the market's going to rise, the market will fall, right? Well, of course, market internals are perfect for anybody who wants a career on CNBC. Right? If you want to call direction, then market internals are great. But for a day trader, guys, direction really doesn't help me very much. Where do I get in? Where do I get out? Where's my stop loss? Where's my profit targets? How much do I take off here? Right? How much do I leave there? Guys, market internals are a very broad sentiment tool. For example, the tick, the trend, and the VIX. Most other educators are talking about these things, guys, as a way of identifying short-term sentiment. I completely disagree. I think the tick, the trend, and the VIX are too broad. Now, the reason why it's too broad is because you're going to get market internals off the New York Stock Exchange, actually off the Oprah data feed. So if you guys are using your charts, look for the Oprah data, and that will get you your tick, your trend, and the VIX. The tick, of course, used to determine market strength. The trend determines who's in control of the market, and the VIX shows market volatility. Well, guys, the problem is they're far too broad. We're talking about a basket of stocks here, not your specific crude oil or specific euro or the Russell. Remember, guys, market internals is using a huge basket of stocks to identify the tick, the trend, and the VIX. It's way too broad. I don't want to know what's happening around this time. I need to know what's happening now. And that's why we use what I call the best sentiment tool, which is the pace of the tape indicator. It identifies short-term sentiment, and I think the most effective way of doing that. It uses a time variable. Think of the pace of a tape indicator in ticks per minute, right? Ticks per second, ticks per 30 seconds. It's almost like the revolutions per minute on your car. Your car's engine has miles per hour, right? Revolutions per minute, kilometers per hour, wherever you are on this planet of ours. The time variable allows for a very precise, fast time frame to kind of give us that ticks per minute feeling, that RPMs, the market's being revved up. And we can see the movement within the move. So we can tell what the market's doing by looking at the speed and the relative comparison between the speed now and the speed 5 seconds ago, or the speed 5 minutes ago. We don't wait for volume or momentum. We read the tape, guys. We look for our time and sales window to speed up. That's where the pace of the tape comes in. And we can, of course, react just as quickly as the market does. So using market internals, again, that big, broad sentiment indicator, you're going to only be told what's happening around this time. That doesn't help me very much. I need to know, when do I get in right now? Pace of the tape indicator, the very best short-term sentiment tool. All right, guys. Quiz time. Get those pencils out, guys. No cheating on your neighbor. It's open video. Just rewind the video. I guarantee the answer's in there. What's the most effective tool for identifying short-term market sentiment? What's the most effective tool? And the key word here, guys, short-term market sentiment. All right? I'm not working towards being on CNBC. I don't need to project long-term moves. All right, guys? I want to find out, I'm a day trader, what works right now? Where do I get in right now? And what that's going to tell me is what's the short-term sentiment right now? Short-term sentiment. Is it market profile, market internals, the pace of a tape indicator, or is it momentum indicator? Which is the most effective for identifying short-term market sentiment? Market profile, market internals, the pace of a tape indicator, or is it that lovely momentum indicator? Do you know the answer? If you know the answer right now, it's the links in the description on our YouTube page. So watch this video on our YouTube page, guys. In the description, click on that link that says I know the answer. So you might just qualify for 20% off the advanced course. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow morning, 7:45 a.m. We open up that live trade room. We also offer a free 3-week trial. Come out and join us. For more information, you can contact your sales team, sales@schooloftrade.com. Hope the video helps. Hope you do well in that quiz. Don't miss the next one. Remember, at the end of this month, we're going to be raffling off all kinds of prizes. You might just be winning a flat screen monitor, brand new optical mouse, up to 20% off your advanced course, and lots of free beginners courses, guys. My name is Joseph James. Hope you learned something today. See you guys tomorrow morning. Bye-bye for now.